Oh boy, we finally got some snow. Well, good morning, Rye Guy here. It is January 8th. It's probably, I think, the 10th or 11th. No, it's actually the 12th. By the time I'm doing this voiceover here. Anyway, today we're out in Windsor. We got LazyDayz up ahead of me in his CF Moto U-Force 1000. And as you can see, we got a nice little dump of snow. We got 25-30 centimeters in spots, and yeah, we're going to be doing some trail breaking today. Mainly LazyDayz is going to be doing trail breaking today, and I'm going to be hit by about 1,000 branches. Better get used to hearing that sound for the first half of the video, because there's going to be a lot more than that. If my helmet wasn't scratched before the run, it is absolutely scratched now. Must have broke trail for, I don't know, 20-30 kilometers until we got out to some of the main fire roads. We started off on a side trail off of Panuke Lake Road, and if you're ever wondering where I start these runs from, at the end of the video in the credits I always have a GPS location, or that's basically the start point. You can plug in those coordinates into Google and find exactly where we started from.
We might be breaking trail for a while here.
Now, the goal for today is to get down to a restaurant in Tantallon called Winginng It. And I'll put their information in the description below at the end of the video. It was great. At the end, I'll show kind of a pan over the menu and all that kind of stuff. But this was a nice little adventure to get down there. I've never been down that way. The amount of snow that LazyDayz collected in, on top of, and in the box of that CF Moto was actually impressive. I don't know, several times during this run, the first half at least, we had to stop and empty out that box full of snow. I was really hoping with the cold weather that we had that all these water holes are going to be frozen. It just never seems to come to fruition, because every time you go through those water holes, you're just putting ice and water in spots that really shouldn't be in the wintertime. And man, I can tell you, the end of her, it was froze solid.
Ah, that was cold. It's like a pickup truck going through the woods. Oh man. Ah! I need to duck sideways here. Holy crap. It's a little snowy. Jeez.
And here's a view from LazyDayz' CF Moto, and except he was on the inside. I was getting all that in the face.
I seem to have lost the trail. oh, that's wet. Oh my. I think I got a box full of snow.
Yeah, no kidding. Every time you went by a tree, the back end of your squatted just a little bit more.
I think it is that way. I really do think it's straight. It is.
It's kind of a cut through there. I can see it in the trees.
It's straight. And we're not that far from an opening.
Okay. That CF Moto roof is something strong. Oh, that's a little bit low for me.
What made it really annoying too, and I didn't even think about it until after the video, was my new helmet is an adventure style helmet, so it actually has a removable beak, whatever they're called, just by thumb screws. And if I would have taken that off, it actually would have been easier, because every branch I hit would go underneath that and then kind of push or pull my head back. Now, LazyDayz is running a new set of 30-inch cryptids on that CF Moto, and later on you'll see, like out in the open roads, he was saying that wasn't quite getting up to speed. These CF Moto U-Forces have a CVTech clutch in it from factory that is very tunable, but it uses different clocking methods. I thought he used. It must be weights. I'm not 100% sure on how that works. Spontaneous fun.
Woo.
This is after we got out of that main trail that we were on, or that beginning trail. This is the power line, and typical power line, it's meatballs and gravy. It's you know, very soft ground and big rocks, so especially that time of year, you gotta watch where you're driving. I love the sun coming through the trees like this. Just made everything sparkly. think this day it started off at -7 or something like that, and it warmed up to probably about, I don't know, maybe 0 degrees at one point. Then in the afternoon on the way back, the temperature dropped pretty quick, and that's when things started to freeze up if you're sitting still for too long. We get a lot of questions about what tire I'm running. If you haven't seen any of my earlier videos, I am running the same set of tires I had on my Grizzly 660 and rims. They are the 26x9 up front and 26x11 12-inch rims, front and rear. Ken the Bear Claw HTR, the hard terrain radials. By far the best, most universal tire I've ever driven. Smooth, grippy.
It's got a free spool.
Oh,
put that closer to this this butt end. Oh, it won't reach?
I'll get the other one.
We could try it right there.
Bit of a winch situation here, just down tree. We're just going to winch the butt end of it back until it breaks against another tree it was resting against.
Yeah, really.
But I can make it fall.
Worst case scenario, just get your bigger strap, but just get around the butt end here and then pull a little bit further. There she be. Oh my God, mittens. There, somebody else can junk it up. Well, we stopped to cut another tree down, and then LazyDayz' bike wouldn't start. So we checked the fuses, and we checked the fuses, and we checked the fuses, and we checked the wiring. Whoever put a kill switch in a side-by-side I'm gonna hurt you, because the only reason I figured out that the kill switch was off because it was right next to the ignition. So when you turn the ignition off, you rotate your hand this way, which flips the key switch up, the kill switch up, and then you forget about it because you don't even recognize that you've done it. So that was stupid, but off we go. Put my visor down. Whoa! Throw me right sideways.
Here we are on the trail that contains all the windmills. And this, I think the last video you saw us go the opposite direction and then veer off on another trail. This is the same trail. And right here, LazyDayz was saying that it pretty much maxed out at around 55, 60 clicks an hour. And again, that has to do with the setup on that clutch. That last clip I mentioned about the kill switch, I think Dirt Tracks, when they tested, I believe it was Dirt Tracks, when they tested that CF Moto, also said that. Said, hey, that's kind of odd to have a kill switch in a side-by-side. It makes sense, especially in, you know, in a utilitarian style vehicle, and I'm sure in the UK, Europe scene, there's probably different safety factors that need to be put in. And that machine would have it, because that also has a horn and signal lights and all kinds of different things, so. those 30-inch cryptids just clawing through this stuff. It was pretty light snow to begin with, and it warmed up, like I said, and then it kind of got a little bit heavy. What a wicked snow tire, though. Those cryptids. Try to cut those little bits of me cleaning the camera off when I do my edits, but it was so frequent because of all the snow dust that following behind LazyDayz there. Big side-by-side going through the woods, man. That thing kicked up a lot of snow dust. I switched to those mittens, those hide mittens. I think they're cowhide. Well, come to find out, they used to belong to my elderly neighbor where I was living before, and he was a sergeant major, the regimental sergeant major, RSM, with the 33rd Service Battalion for quite a few years. Many years before I was even born. He was quite old. But those are military-issued mittens. 1968, and they are still warm. Came across some vehicles bigger than us, so came up with a plan to get out of the way.
I think a Jeep's stuck.
Certainly was not stuck.
It opens back up. Oh, we're almost at the end. We're at the opening. Yeah, okay, yeah. So we'll back up to there and let you guys come in. Yeah, sure, if you don't mind, that'd be awesome. Yeah, it feels big.
Really nice fella.
Yeah, no pass. Yeah, it's crazy the amount of snow we got. That's awesome. The hill over, that big hill down there, where it's crossing the river or the creek or whatever. Yeah. Man, the branches all came down. Like I mean, my grill was taking out all the branches. I've been doing that all.
See, Cody, that's what you need right there, man.
Yeah. Those work well.
Yeah.
They, that one got a little loose. I think I've been.
We're gonna back out, let those Jeeps come through just to the crossing area where we came in to this main trail. No worries, man. Have fun. Just a standard like 2 or 3 inch lift on that truck, that's all you need.
Now we got back into the trail, into the woodsy areas here again where the Jeep and that truck had already been. And I gotta tell you, like, if you're running an ATV, running behind a side-by-side in the wintertime, especially if they're breaking trail, and you get caught up in one or the other tire track, you're fighting constantly with the handlebars. Now, when you add a heavy Jeep or truck on top of that, it got fighty. The handlebars, you'll see me squirming back and forth quite a bit here. especially when we got out to the main fire road by the Highway 101. It gets a little squirrely in spots. Like even right here, just trying to get out of that rut. You're fighting it, and it just does not want to go. Box full of snow.
Oh, look, we got a friend. I brought a Christmas tree. Fuck y'all. Griswold family Christmas, bro.
You got a wave of snow coming around you.
She's a little warm.
Is it?
Oh. 4 bars. That's not good. Well, 4 bars is the fan. And it's just running. Just running.
Your radiator plugged?
Oh, I am, man. I know my tires are solid. So are yours.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Snow just packed around the wheel wells and on the foot wells too. YXZ and an Armax. Yeah, my feet were getting cold coming home, especially because with all the snow and ice built up on the foot wells, it was just like standing on a ice block for the whole time.
LazyDayz is saying it's running a little hot. I wonder why. Radiator's probably plugged solid. Huh. That's as far as I can steer.
What?
That's as far as I can steer. I'm packed full of snow in there.
Yep.
I can try to break some of that off.
Me too. I gotta stay like this to go straight.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can try to break some of the snow out of here. There we go. Now I'm lock to lock.
About that type of snow that we were running through. If it could find the tiniest crack in the helmet or my mittens or my coat or anything, it would get in there and freeze. It's like a fine baby powder but snow.
Say hi to the camera.
Oh, no, red. Holy.
The one snowmobile we saw all day.
Good for him, he got to get out this 3 times this year. Yeah, that's just it. So I was wondering about coming down here. After today, you can put it away for another year. Stay safe,
boys! Are you serious?
Now this is hiking trail road off of Highway 103.
Take your car down a trail after the snowstorm.
And I didn't get it on camera, and I really wish I would have. There was a Toyota Camry just booking it up the hill. LazyDayz passed him, and it was kind of around the blind corner. Now, you get snow, a lot of snow on those types of trails like that, and would you expect a 2-wheel drive Toyota Camry or whatever it was, Corolla or whatever it was, small car to be coming through the trails. I certainly wouldn't, and if LazyDayz wasn't paying attention, he was going to hit him. And that car coming up the hill, was veering left and right trying to gain traction while I was coming down. Just unreal. Stupid. This is the rails to trails on the South Shore. This is Mahone Bay area. And we finally made it to Wings, and here's just a quick little pan for to show what's on the menu. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this run. I'm not going to record anything coming back because it's the same trails. Kind of a loop. But anyway, thanks for watching. Ragai out.